Where's that treasure map?
Arg, what's happening, everybody? It's the Pirate Stacker coming at you. Today we are talking about my favorite typeset, the Seated Liberty. Yes, I've been talking about this for a long time now. And I figured I better do a video with all of them in here because unfortunately I sold two at that show I did a bit ago. And I already have seller's remorse. It was a trade dollar and a Carson City quarter. I mean, I made money, but still. Seated Liberty, 1839 to 1891. This came after the cap bust set. This is a fantastic set as it features a half dime, a dime, a 20-cent coin, a quarter, a 50-cent, a $1, and a trade dollar. So this set has some of everything. Pretty big. You can see I've got a pretty good amount of them here, but I want more. I want better. I'm trying to play the trade-up game. If I can find something nice, sell it, and get something nicer, a little better grade, that's what I'm all about. Let's start at the small end and work our way up, you guys. We're going to start off with the seated half dime. Again, at the time, there were not nickels. So they came out with a coin smaller than the dime, and that was the seated half dime. Now this one right here, this is an 1853. In fact, I'm going to pull out, I have two 1853s, and these are very cool. They have arrows because they're 1853. These coins are both kind of dark, so it's kind of hard to get. Let me see if I can get us some better light happening here. They do have the 13 stars on them for the 13 colonies. That's very cool. Now, they do have some that are motto and no motto. And that comes later on. The motto actually has a little banner, says some things. But this is a fun coin. It's small. You do end up finding them damaged often or cleaned often. And that sucks. But very cool. No eagle on the back of this one. But, you know, this is one of those things. These coins go up in value as you go in, as far as the, spit it out, pirate. As far as the grading goes, it starts to climb up in value quite steeply as we get through there. Now, let me get on to the next one so this doesn't take all night. We've got a 1891 dime, seated dime. This is my nicest, highest grade coin. This is an MS63. A real beauty, and I love this coin. I may try and see if I can... Some of these I've got the... they've actually got the... Again, blanks. They have the PCGS photo grade on them. And I'll try and drop those in between so you can see how nice they really are. Now, this one is my highest grade, but I do have another dime, and this one is a Carson City. $1875 XF40, and it has the CC above the bow, and that's kind of a big deal. It's either above the bow or below the bow, but again, this MS coin, if I could get everything in MS, I 100% would. That is where it's at for me. One of the rarer coins of this collection. Yes, the 1875. This is the 20 cent. Now, a lot of people are like, man, 20 cent, that looks just like the quarter. And truthfully, that was half of the reason it got discontinued. But they did do a couple of things, and I'm going to show these together. They did do a couple of things to try and difference it from the quarter. Now you can see it's slightly smaller, 20 versus 25, but they reversed the the facing of the eagle. And they tried to do that as a way to make it differentiate from the other coins. And apparently that was not enough. They only ran the 20 cent for a little while. That's a $500 coin right there. And even though it's only a VF35, these are hard to find in any good condition at all. Now let me show you this quarter, because one of the cool things, this happens to be an 1853 with arrows and rays, and I believe it was only 53 and 54 that they did that, where they put arrows by the date, but on the quarters and the halves, look at the rays behind the eagle. And I think that is just smoking, beautiful looking. And a really neat quarter, very beautiful coin. Love having that in my collection. And again, that's a VF30. I find with these old coins, you know, a VF30 is not a high grade coin, but there is still so much detail to be had on those. And I love that about them. Let's keep on moving here. I've got several. These are our half dollars. And these are just cool. We got different dates. They're both F15, right? But they look so different, and that's all part of the journey. This one is an 1855. And it does have arrows on it. So maybe it was 53 to 55 had arrows. But this one does not have rays. And here's one, 1868. Now this one is with motto. You see that banner in the back there? That is not on the earlier versions. So that is one of those coins that, you know, it says with motto. And that's just a real simple banner up there. And I want to say, let me look in the red book here real fast. I'm not exactly sure when that banner started. But again, very cool examples of that coin. I sure love seeing them. And I have a details one. This was one that I bought. Environmental damage. And that is disappointing because it does have some pretty good details to it. But it is what it is, you know. You end up eating it on trying to save a buck and send it in and trying it yourself. You know, I really recommend if you're buying these seeded coins, buy them in the slab, because more of the coins I've bought and graded have been details for whatever reason, and I find you just be money ahead to spend it on a slab coin. All right, to the big dogs. Yes, I do have a couple. These are the $1. This one here is obviously straight graded. And it is, let me get some zoom going. It is a VF30. This is a $700 coin right here. 1872, $1. Now this guy did not straight grade. 1860, New Orleans Mint. And that was right before the Civil War when they took the mint over, the New Orleans Mint over. Much better detail, as you can see. It is cleaned AU detail. And this is what's tough. You know, the straight grade should command better value. But look at how beautiful that 1860 is. And it's got a really nice toning. You can't really see the color until I get the light right. Really beautiful tone on that. And, you know, I honestly think that's still probably a $700 or $800 coin anyway. Had it straight graded at a 50, it's like a $1,200 coin. So it is what it is. Beautiful coins. This is my favorite in my collection out of everything. I love that coin. I bought it raw. I got it graded. The color and the detail is stunning. you know, that's the argument. Do you get a details coin that's beautiful, or would you rather have a straight grade coin that is not as pretty? That's a tough call. That's personal opinion all the way. And last but not least, we got the trade dollar. Boom. 1873, Carson City. This one has a great story. I got this one from my pal Fish. His bad story is my good story. Filed rims, which is disappointing, but look at the condition. Wonderful condition of this Carson City trade dollar. And again, trade dollars are hard to come by. And if you're comparing that, they did the same thing as with the 20 cent. They faced the Eagles opposite directions, right? To differentiate a little bit. And you can see they have a completely different seated picture there. But very, very cool coins. These are really stunners. I mean, these are really the pride of my collection. I love them. They are the most expensive coins that I have bought, have been these guys. Well, all three of these. And that is just one of those things. You know, this is kind of my pride and joy. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing the seated Liberties. This is the whole set. I love having this. This type set is also underrated, I believe. Underrated and undervalued. But if you try to get high-end coins, let me tell you, they are going to cost you a pretty penny. And MS versions do not come available very often. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. That's it for the Pirate today. We will see you soon. Please like and subscribe below. And again, have a great day. We'll catch you next time. Pirate out. Arg.